and welcome to xxMelle Potato Kitchen! Today we're making a recipe that I call Mexican rice, but it might offend some people who are from the country. So we're gonna call it rice and bean. I think that's the right terms. It is a really cheesy recipe. A lot of cheese. You can't, like, if you don't have cheese, skip. No, don't watch this video if you don't like cheese. So basically what it is rice, some kind of protein, meat, beans, or both, cheese, and some veggies, and some spice. So let's get right into it. Here's what it looks like. It's creamy, cheesy, you have crunch from the veggies, you have a lot of texture. It is a really filling recipe, and it's really tasty. So here you go. First thing I want to say is you need to take half a can of kidney beans here and roughly chop them, and the other half you keep full. It will have a nice texture. Then you want to prep all of your veggies. Here I have some onions, some garlic, some green and red pepper. I chop them to the size that I like. If you want small veggies, do small parts. First thing you want to do, you want to cook the butter. You want to melt the butter, and then you want to add the onion and garlic and let them cook for a minute or two until they are fragrant. Next, you're gonna add the beans that are full size to them. You wanna mix it so that they are covered in butter, and then they're gonna cook while you add the seasoning. So for the seasoning, you add salt, pepper to taste, as usual. Then I have some chipotle powder that I did myself. I just grinded some dried chipotle pepper in my spice grinder, and it is really spicy, so I only added half a teaspoon. Then I added 2 teaspoons of chili powder. I added 2 big teaspoons of Mexican oregano, a 1/4 teaspoon of chili flakes. And if you're able to be faster than I do and just prep all of those spices before, you won't have to change scene here and add the spices later. 2 teaspoons of cumin and 2 teaspoons of paprika. So you can mix all of those in a bowl and keep it ready on the side to add them when it's time to add the spices. I don't, because I am not cooking that way. Anyway, once you added the spices, you want to mix everything together, and then it's time to add the meat. You can use vegetarian substitute meat or actual ground beef. It's up to you. Once you added the meat, you can add the remaining of the kidney beans in there. And you want to mix everything properly and make sure that there's no big chunk of meat or meat substitute, that everything is well incorporated. Then once the meat is cooked and the beans, you want to deglaze your pot with some white wine. Here I used about half a cup to a cup, just enough to have a nice amount at the bottom so that it remove everything that's stuck at the bottom of the pan, and that you keep all of that flavor. Then you want to add the pepper. You don't add them before because you don't want them to get too soft and soggy and nasty, and yeah, you want to keep the crunch. So you add the pepper, you mix everything well. Then you want to make a mix with milk or milk substitute and some Kraft Dinner powdered cheese or whatever fake cheese powder that you have. About a cup of milk and half a cup of cheese powder. Then immediately you want to add the rice. Rice is not fully cooked, by the way. I cooked the rice with half a cup less of liquid. Do the 3/4 of the liquid that you normally would use to cook rice, so that the rice is not too soggy. You want to cook the rice less than usual so that it finishes cooking with the spices and it absorbs all of those nice flavor. Then you want to add 2 to 3 cups of sharp cheddar grated cheese, about a cup of salsa. Here I would also add a cup of queso, but my queso was not good anymore. Then you want to add a cup of parmesan and a can of diced tomato with the juice. You're gonna mix all of this together, and you're gonna keep cooking 5 to 10 more minutes. Once everything is cooked and ready and well incorporated to each other, you're gonna get this amazing rice and bean cheesy recipe. It is really tasty, it's really good, and yeah. So the basics of this recipe are meat or meat substitute, some veggies that you like, beans, obviously, rice, cheese, and some liquid. Ideally, milk and cheese mixed together so you have the nice fake cheese taste. So it's like a mac and cheese, like a box mac and cheese, but with rice and veggies and meat. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this recipe today. It was really tasty. I don't have any left. If you do it, share it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, Discords, and let me know how you did it, what change you made. I like to learn from you guys, and I'll see you guys next week with another video. That's it. Bye bye.